When the spring light falls into winter night, hold on, our summer isn't gone. And to think I lied when I said goodbye, it's true. I'm holding on to you like a star in the sky.
Hi everybody, today let's prepare tomato jam. It's very simple and very less ingredients required for this recipe. All that I've done with the tomatoes is blanch them, remove the skin and seeds, and I'm using about 4 cups of the tomato puree. This is homemade tomato puree, and over here I have sugar, and this tomato red color is optional again. If you want to add that, you can add that, or you can leave that out. About the preservatives I'll tell you later, but these are the ingredients that we required as of now, and let's get started. Now in a fairly large and heavy bottom pan I have added the tomato puree, and now I'm going to add sugar to it. This is about 1/3 cup of sugar. I will check for sweet content in the jam, and if required I'll add more, about 1/4 cup extra. But as of now I feel this is enough, it's more than enough. So I'll allow this to boil on a very low flame, and this should reduce completely. I'll mix all of this, and I've kept it on a very low flame. So I'll get this to a boil, and I'll reduce this. I'll constantly keep stirring this, and I'll show you. Once it's halfway through, I'll show you how it looks. Now I'm recording after 15 minutes. It has reduced a lot, and it is just forming that thickness, and it's almost there. It has to reduce further, but be very careful. This is you have to place a cover, otherwise it's spluttering and it's all over the place. So I'll place a cover, and I'll allow this, and I'll constantly keep stirring in between, and I'll show you once it has come together. Now as you see, after 20-25 minutes, almost 30 minutes, I have constantly kept stirring this, and the jam has reduced. Now the tomato jam is done. Now how do you check if the jam is done? You have to just lift some jam on the spoon, and it should just resist while it's dropping down. So this is the consistency we want. See, I'll show you once more. So this is the consistency we want. The jam is done. Some people add cinnamon and star anise to this for flavor and extra taste. You can go ahead and add that, but I like it just the way it is. It's nice for rotis and for bread, so I like it just like that. If you want cinnamon and star anise, you can go ahead and add that. But as of now, the jam is done, and it looks awesome. I will go ahead and switch the stove off, and I'll allow this to cool before I add the preservatives. Now I have gone ahead and cooled this jam, and I have reserved it in a Tupperware. This is how much jam I got from that 1.5 kilos of tomato puree. Now over here I have a preservative. It's called as sodium benzoate. We need to add this. We'll either add this or this citric acid. You can choose which one you want. So I prefer adding sodium benzoate. I'll add about 1/4 spoon of the sodium benzoate to the jam. It will help in preservation, and you can preserve this up to 3-4 months. So I'll add this sodium benzoate, and make sure you always mix this sodium benzoate not into steel containers. You should always have a Tupperware like this, or some plastic container. You can mix the sodium benzoate, and you cannot use this jam for about 2 days. You have to allow this to preserve for 2 days, and later on you can mix, and you can use this for bread or for rotis. So I'll go ahead and mix this, and that's about it. The process is done. So I'll mix this thoroughly with a spoon, dry spoon, and we'll preserve it for next 2 days in room temperature, and then we'll preserve this in the fridge. Now I finished mixing this thoroughly. Make sure you don't use this jam for 2 days after mixing the sodium benzoate, because you'll have sore throat if you use this for any bread or rotis. You use this jam only after 2 days, and we will cover this and we'll store this in a dark place for next 2 days and then use it. And this is how it looks. Some people add cinnamon and star anise to this jam for extra flavor. You can go ahead and add that, but I just like it just the way it is, and it's nice. Do try this recipe, kids will love it. I'll post this recipe in detail on my blog. Visit my blog and try this recipe. I'll see you soon with the next recipe. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye bye.
When the spring light falls into winter night, hold on, our summer isn't gone. And to think I lied when I said goodbye, it's true. I'm holding on to you like a star in the sky, floating up so